I'm really excited about this conversation. It is a time of change in the golf industry. It's a time of growth. And that's partly powered by innovative thinking and new ways that golfers are coming into the game and engaging with the game. And a perfect example of that is TGL. Over the last 18 months, CapTech has been very fortunate to help TGL from what was a big idea on a slideshow to what will soon be a new sports property that's really tailored to the modern consumer. Andrew, I think even amongst golf industry folks, the people in this giant room, if you can call it that, I think there's a good awareness of TGL, but they may not know exactly what it is. And a recap of what TGL is could be helpful for folks.
Look, TGL is a new professional golf league, predominantly based around teams, right? That's one of the key aspects here we've got to talk about. And you'll see every Monday, Tuesday night, live on ESPN, prime time, one team going against another team that evening. 2 hours, the whole match from beginning to end, right? That's completely different than every other golf format you've ever seen. The players, amazingly, are all these world-class professional PGA Tour players that are going to join one of these 6 teams.
TGL has been able to bring some of the smartest and most well-established brands and ownership groups in sports. So, a couple of those include Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, in my hometown team, Atlanta Drive, but also Fenway Sports Group, the Cohen Group that owns the New York Mets. So, it's a ringing endorsement that people that are that invested in some of the most blue chip properties in sports are making TGL their next venture.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks. LA Golf Club with Alexis Ohanian, Serena Williams, Venus Williams owning it, San Francisco, Tiger obviously owning the Jupiter Lynx team. So yeah, I mean, it's just incredible to have that level of talent and experience in building what you would think of as professional sports leagues around the world to come in, and that's what we're doing here. So it's great to get their involvement.
Scott, we're going to dig into the format and kind of how we got there a little bit later, but tell us, what is a match? It's 2 hours, but how many holes is it? How does a team play together? Give us just a recap of the format.
Yeah, so as you saw the teams, there's 6 teams, so everybody in the regular season will play one match against the other 5 teams. So it's a 5-match regular season. The matches are 15 holes, 2 sessions. So you see here, the first session's 9 holes of what we have coined triples. So it's just 3-player alternate shot, pretty simple. As you see there, I take the first shot, then me, then I go third, right? So it'll go in that format. And then second session is singles. So the ones will play a hole, the 2s will play a hole, and then 3s will play a hole.
So if Tiger's team is playing Rory's team, and let's say they're the anchors,
Yep.
they'll play each other on the 3rd hole of singles and then the final hole of the match.
Yep.
Or they could say, if the match ends on the 14th hole, they may want to front load their quote-unquote best player.
Right, yeah. So they'll get to choose the order. Right.
Last trip I took to the soundstage, Cam Young came by. Cam is a committed player on TGL and in the top 25 in the world. And were you nervous, really getting I knew you'd had some players in and out, but really one of your committed players, I think he was 15th in the world at the time. How would he pick up the game? What would he think of how realistic it was? What were your nerves like when he showed up?
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge moment for our company to have one of our players come and experience it and give honest feedback. I mean, we didn't make him say he loved it, right? I mean, he honestly walked away, and I think he said the word cool 17 times. Yeah. And so that was cool to hear him say cool, right? Because that was
right.
A lot of stuff that was from concept to reality was a lot of work and a lot of effort by us and your input, right?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Seeing how quickly he picked it up. Full disclosure, we kind of threw him right into a 3-hole match with me, and I beat him. But it was mostly because I had spent so much time in the soundstage and had the feel for how to play around the green and but you could see immediately, I'm glad we did not play a second match, let's just say that, because he was hitting it 65 yards past me. It's just been a fascinating project to be involved with. I'm thankful, excited for TGL. CapTech is very invested in making TGL a success. I think it's really going to show the art of the possible to the industry, to the market, sports and beyond. Thank you, and thanks again. Thanks to TGL for being here. Thanks to PGA of America, CapTech, very proud to support this industry stage. A lot happening in the golf industry right now, so I'm going to probably take a seat at some point and listen in. But it's an exciting time to be involved in it, and we're very grateful to be a part of the story.